61% of golden retrievers in the world die of cancer. These loyal dogs that stick by our sides through thick and thin are just gone. Cancer takes away the relationships and the friendships that you formed with your pet. Cancer in golden retrievers cannot be cured completely just yet, but having knowledge about the topic can help save your pet's life. Today, you will learn about the reasons for cancer in golden retrievers, the types of cancer, and the ways for prevention. First, I will discuss the reasons for cancer. Golden retrievers are at higher risk of cancer than most other breeds of dogs. For example, a smaller dog is much less likely to get cancer than a larger dog. The most common reasons for these pets getting cancer is the passing of the cancer genes. Same as in humans, if there's a cancer gene present and then an offspring is born, the gene is likely to be passed on. According to the article entitled, "Why Do Some Dogs Get Cancer More Than Others?" by Karen Becker, dated May 5th, 2016, it says, and I quote, "The American Kennel Club, the AKC, and other kennel clubs require that registered dogs be the product of other registered dogs. This standard is in place to ensure that no new genes are introduced into a breed," end quote. Another common reason for cancer in golden retrievers is overbreeding. When a breeder keeps breeding the same dog over and over again, mutations begin to form in the DNA. Also, when a dog is bred with a different dog that may also have a cancer gene, the likeliness of cancer being passed down to the offspring is greater than before. Now that you are familiar with the reasons and causes for cancer in golden retrievers, you can learn about the specific types of cancer and what to look for. The first, most common type of cancer in golden retrievers is hemangiosarcoma. According to the article entitled, "Understanding Hemangiosarcoma" by Sharon Albright, it says, and I quote, "Hemangiosarcoma most commonly affects the spleen and heart of the golden retrievers, Labrador retrievers, and sometimes German shepherds," end quote. This type of cancer stems in the blood vessel walls of the dog. Hemangiosarcoma can cause lethargy and loss of appetite. The treatment for this cancer includes surgical removal of the tumor and chemotherapy. However, hemangiosarcoma is a very aggressive cancer and most times is found too late to be cured or treated. Another type of cancer is lymph node neoplasia. This type of cancer causes tumors in the lymph nodes and the spleen as well. There are over 30 different types of canine lymphomas. Some of the symptoms include weight loss, swelling of jaw and legs, and increased thirst. The most effective course of treatment is chemotherapy. Most dogs, however, experience remission and the cancer will come back and likely will grow faster. Similar to humans, cancer in golden retrievers can be treated and the dogs can still live with it. However, it would cause serious symptoms and potentially end up spreading throughout the body. There are some types of tumors that dogs have that are benign. So, for example, I have a golden retriever that's 15 years old. Come here, can you sit? Can you lie down? Lay down. Lay down. So, if you see here, this is a big fatty tumor right here, and this is a benign tumor that she has. So I mean, it's not going to create cancer. She has other little bumps all over her, and she has some in her eye. We got one removed. It was up on her eyelid, and she also has one. If I can find it, if you're gonna let me. She has one up here on her lip. It's like a little thing that hangs down. So those are types of Those are types of big fatty tumors, but they're not necessarily cancerous. And we were informed that they don't really bother her unless she kind of scratches them or moves them. So we could get them removed, although it's likely not necessary, and due to them being benign, they could come back. Dogs get old just like humans, but there are ways to prevent and stall this cancer. The first way to prevent cancer in golden retrievers is to create a special diet. Obesity in dogs can create larger problems for their health. For example, if a dog is struggling to be active due to their weight, it could cause heart disease. Come here, you're grouchy. Keeping the dog's weight down is a great way to improve their health. Another way to keep your dog healthy would be a restrictive diet. Limiting the amount of food and extra treats the dog gets every single day is a great first step. In addition, providing the dog with healthier food options can decrease the risk of obesity and cancer. According to the article entitled "Preventing Cancer in Dogs" by Tara Parker Pope, dated May 5th, 2010, it says, and I quote, "Give dogs a half cup of pureed cruciferous vegetables, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage, approximately 3 times a week, end quote. Good. Many dogs will eat just about anything, so by giving them some lighter foods instead of the chicken and beef flavored pellets would give a variety in their diet without increasing their weight. Another way to prevent cancer in golden retrievers is to reduce the amount of vaccinations they receive. There are some shots that are necessary, such as rabies, distemper, and hepatitis. However, too many vaccinations that are not needed at the time can cause cancer. Also, if you give your dog a new vaccination every time it comes out, just because you read online that it could help or might help or helped this one person, it can cause issues with their internal organs, especially if it is a brand new vaccine. In addition, it is best to wait until the dog is of appropriate age to get vaccinations. The first dose of vaccinations should be around the 8 weeks of age. Any earlier can stunt the growth process and create larger health problems in the long run. Now let's review what I discussed today. Dogs get old just like people do, and it is inevitable. However, there are steps that can be taken as the owners to provide your golden retriever with the best life possible. For example, when you first buy or adopt your dog, you should try and get all previous records of the dog to know if the cancer gene is likely. As an owner, it is your responsibility to take care of the dog and to know their history. In addition, you should familiarize yourself with the different types of cancer that are likely for the breed of your dog. Furthermore, you should know what symptoms to look for if your dog is acting strange so that you can catch the cancer early and take your dog to a vet. Finally, you should take preventative measures to make sure your dog has a healthy diet and gets plenty of exercise. Also, make sure your dog gets the necessary vaccinations at the appropriate age, and don't get vaccinations just because it says it can help. Consult your veterinarian first. As you met earlier and has been walking around throughout my entire presentation, Annie, my beloved pup, she's 15 now, so she's pretty old for her age. She has a few benign tumors, like I was showing you guys. When we bought her, she had 2 brothers and a sister, and we adopted her, we saved her. 2 of her siblings died around the age of 8 or 9 due to a cancer that is not benign. It was pretty vicious, and they had to put the dogs down. So we were aware of this possibility when we adopted her and knew about the cancer gene in her and her siblings. And we began taking more preventative measures after hearing of her siblings. And she has now been living a long, healthy life, and she'll always continue to be my best friend. Thank you.